The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangent Egg Podcast. I'm Seth, and as always with me are Swoosh and John Doe.
Hi.
Hello.
Right, so we have a major topic to talk about, but I'm going to absolutely hijack the start of this episode, as I sometimes do, with some absolutely unrelated thing.
Cool.
Excellent.
I have been driving around in the work truck a lot lately, so I've had a lot of time to just sort of mull random things over, and I was thinking about something, and I want to run it past you guys.
Cool.
Do you remember the game Fury?
Yes.
Yes, I remember the title. The gameplay is hazy, but I remember the title of it.
I doubt you remember the gameplay because, no one played it. It was the last big gamble from a studio in Brisbane called Orin. I actually went to the press event for that game.
They were handing out
This was
copies at
way
fucking
back-
uni. They got used as
Yeah,
posters
because
eventually.
Well, because they were, they got a lot of their staff from our uni. So, yeah, this was actually back when we were still in university. This game called Fury came out. And I remember way back then, I talked a lot of shit about Fury because it seemed like such a dumb idea for a game. Except, I think what actually happened is they were so far ahead that they just didn't have a market yet. Because what was Fury's entire gameplay loop? Well, it was a PvP arena gear-based loot game.
Yeah.
Now, I know that more recent people would probably expect that I just described Naraka.
Pretty much. There's a few things it kind of, works with.
The whole PvP roguelike thing is super popular now.
Yeah.
And this game came out years ago, so far ahead. I distinctly remember at the time being like, what, a PvP-focused loot game? That's stupid. No one will play that. And no one did. So I felt very validated back then, but I was thinking about it this week, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
It just came out so chronically early that people weren't into that. If it had released now, it probably would have done quite well.
See, the time traveler who was running the place got his years mixed up and released the wrong game at the wrong time.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. It was just like, Jesus Christ, if Fury was a new game now, it would fit straight in with the kind of crowd that craves that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas, back circa 2006, no one wanted that.
Yeah.
No.
The industry said no, and then the industry said, we're going to take this and use it later, but only once you're gone.
Well, I mean, the battle royale genre needed to have its big flagship title.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that they ended up being PUBG feels weird to me, but it happened. And then the ecosystem that would have supported Fury now exists because of that, and the, PUBG, Fortnite, Naraka, there's piles of these fucking things now.
Yeah.
Warzone. The whole concept now is much more codified, and it has a dedicated audience. Unlike 2006, where it was like, dude, if your game doesn't have a story, what the fuck are you doing?
Because I remember when we were talking to people who worked there and shit, because I did a lot of stuff with our uni. There was things like, oh, we're going to be the next WoW killer. Like, why are you going after WoW people? This isn't the same game. They're not going to give a shit.
Well, because the idea there was they were trying to heavily target the PvP part of WoW.
Yeah.
That's what their whole concept was. They wanted to take the PvP loop from a lot of multiplayer games and just single player and online games and just do that part. And they arguably did.
It has a Wikipedia page.
Again,
I just found it.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, I went to the... Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I got the date slightly off. It was 2007 when it came out. But yeah, it just really underperformed as far as I understand it. And yeah, it's just crazy to think that if it had just come out later, it probably would have done reasonably well.
Well, Off that
I
note,
just checked on
and
Steam.
change
It's
towards
not there.
our main topic. Speaking of things that were just done before their time, going discless.
Yeah.
Look, I'm kind of a little weird in the middle on this. Like, I agree with like what people are actually angry about, which is the loss of physical media ownership, digital preservation of media, all that kind of stuff. My problem is eternally, as it always is, that people are fucking surprised.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this before because, like, back in uni, I bought games that just opened up the case and it was just a download link to Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few of them. But
it's like, this isn't new. It's been around for decades, guys.
and
It's
even
just
like
PC,
with
you
PlayStation,
basically...
like if you put a disc in, it would then download a massive update, which would be the digital game. It would just you basically
the game.
same
The
thing.
disc was
It would
just a key to download it.
Yeah. So, and like, PCs are basically, you don't buy physical media on PC.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have a disk drive in my current computer. It's an irrelevant piece of tech now.
Yeah.
So it's like the idea that the consoles were never going to go there is absurd. I agree with all of the reasons people are mad. I just don't get the surprise. And I understand that it's probably just clickbaiting to make it sound, intense, and come watch our video on this. But it's so frustrating to me because it makes it sound like we didn't know. And if you're in the game, if you like gaming, you knew this was gonna happen. The one thing out of this that I think would be amazing is if Microsoft made the best comeback ad ever, but they won't.
Yeah.
They won't do it.
No,
I know they won't. It would be so
weak
good
to do it.
Yeah, they don't want to.
because if anyone, Xbox was one of the first ones to suggest the idea of a discless console, and then Sony did that very memorable ad where they're like, "This is what trading games on the PS3 is like," and handed someone a disc.
Yeah. But like, even then, the Xbox it was meant to be two versions. One was solely digital, and one still had a disc drive. It's just, they're just ahead of their time. That's exactly what the fucking next generation is gonna be. Like, Xbox already has, both of them already have a fucking discless console.
Yeah.
So it's already there. It's just the next fucking logical step.
Although, this does suggest a potential other thing that might happen. There's literally no factual backing for this, so don't... Yeah. See the disclaimer at the start of the episode. If Sony is... So this whole discless thing starts in, I think it's 2008. 2028. Fuck. I'm still thinking about Fury. It's going to happen in 2028. So I doubt the PS6 is going to come out before then. It basically signals that the PS6 will not have a drive.
Right. Yeah.
Because this statement of we're not going to do discs anymore isn't saying that the PS6 won't have a drive. It's just that they're not going to produce any in 2008. 2000. Why do I keep saying 2008?
It's stuck in your head.
2028. I know, right? I've made the mistake once. Now my tongue's just going to keep fucking doing it. It just says that they're going to stop making them in 2028. It doesn't actually say that the PS6 won't have one for their next console. But it's a heavy suggestion that that's going to be the case. Now, how many people do you know who have a Blu-ray player? And I mean a Blu-ray player, not a PlayStation.
No.
I have one, but that's just because I have decent quality Blu-rays for Stargate. So
I've had one in the past, but I could not tell you where it is.
Yeah. Most people don't. They have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
So if PlayStation is going discless in 2028, and that's one of the major drivers for the hardware adoption of Blu-ray, does this mean that as of 2028, Sony might stop making Blu-rays?
Stop making all physical media? Yes. Yeah, I'd
I wouldn't be
completely buy
surprised.
that.
Getting
And
more
it
and
fucking
more
sucked,
towards
but
this.
yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see him doing it. But yeah, the other thing, staying on the PlayStation part of it, they put out a thing from Sony saying that they were no longer going to sell the hardware at a significant loss. So they're aiming more the way that the Steam machine is kind of done, where it's like, this is a machine, go. But it's not.
Steam machine suddenly looks a lot better valued.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the guys who are like, oh, you could just go get a PlayStation, like, have now like immediately turned. It's like, fuck you guys.
I haven't seen any of that, but it's just like, yeah, all of you who are like, oh, it needed to be $700 to compete with consoles or it was going to fail. Cool, it's $50 more than a PlayStation 6.
Yeah.
Just
Fun.
on that Steam machine,
Invalidated half of that argument.
on that Steam machine, I ordered for the 512 with a controller.
Yep, same.
Looking all through the internet, every teardown I've seen of a demo Steam box has come with a single sticker RAM, but there's slots for 2. And everything says that with both slots are filled, it's almost like a 20 to 35% increase in capability of the console.
Yeah, I believe that.
I went out and found a 2 terabyte SSD that would fit into it, and 2 sticks of the DDR, or 5, the RAM, the laptop fucking RAM that fits into it, for less than the difference of the 512 to the 2 terabyte with the controller.
Nice.
There you go.
So I'll have those.
I mean, that's what a lot of people were saying. Do we have a Dan?
Yeah.
Is he gone?
I'm here as far as I'm aware, but everything went staticky for a second there.
Currently, the heavens are opening all across Australia, so we are having some internet fuckery.
I'm still here as far as I'm aware.
One of the worst internets in a first world country. But yeah, I've seen a lot of things talking about how, because of how upgradable the Steam machine is, it's actually quite possible either to do a good DIY upgrade yourself right now, or you can wait a bit and hope the hardware apocalypse calms the fuck down.
We can dream.
And do it later.
So, I don't know.
Like, either one works. See, I'm just lazy, so I went with the 2 terabyte option, because laziness.
If I'd gotten that option, I would have gone with it, but I didn't. So this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, Swoosh, you can calm down with how much better off you're doing than us.
Oh god, no, I'm going into debt for this. There's a guy who's gonna take my kneecaps.
Yeah, I mean, look, I still haven't heard anything about my place in line or anything for that, so I don't think we are finding out for a little while where we are in the randomizer they're doing, which is such a fun way to beat scalpers.
Oh, yeah.
Though, like, even that trying to beat scalpers, people are selling their spots. Like, people that have been accepted for that, whatever console they're getting, they're selling that slot for a fuckload of money. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Also, since last week, we're still seeing people trying to scalp the pre-orders for GTA 6.
That's just...
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Did you see the... Like, I don't actually know if this has been confirmed as true, but the potential file size of that fucker?
Yeah, fuck. Like, was it 200, 300 gig?
300 with another 100 gig of additional space required after install.
Fuck off!
So,
no.
Unless you've got a
fit on most PlayStations.
Yeah, unless you've already upgraded to a multi-terabyte drive in your console, that's the only game you'll have.
Yeah. God, that's how they're going to corner the market. Like, you could only have one game.
Well, I mean, that's been the long-term theory on Call of Duty.
Yeah. Because
it downloads Call of Duty and Warzone, and then it eats your entire hard drive.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Oh, that's going to be...
But, I mean, like, they
painful.
got all of Red Dead Redemption 2 into 120 gig. It's like, what the fuck did you do to justify, like, double Red Dead Redemption 2 in hard drive space?
Oh man.
The install includes all of the 2, 4, and 8K texture packs.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of anything else they could use to pad that motherfucker out.
That's horrifying.
I mean,
I don't like it.
It's actually
that's what I'm kind of.
It's actually the single install as well as a backup install, and then a backup for the backup install.
And then the oh shit, just in case backup.
Yes.
Oh man, it feels like the kind of thing, and I would never advocate piracy, but like, man, a repack would be fucking great.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, look, I honestly, at this point, am kind of surprised that actual studios don't let you customize more about your install.
It's one of the few things that Battlefield got.
It would take effort.
About.
Yeah, it would take effort, and some of their control would be taken away.
Like
you can't take control away from powerful people. They'll get very mad.
Well, Battlefield and the most recent CODs allowed you to cut content out that you don't play, which has been nice.
Look, there's been some that have done that, and I like the fact that the Master Chief Collection lets you decide which Halo games you actually want to install. You don't have to install the whole collection.
Yeah.
I'm talking more like, I'm never going to need this thing translated into Spanish, so don't download any of the Spanish VO, textures, anything like that. I don't need anything under Spanish.
Yeah.
Which is what you get if you look at a repack. They'll just be like, the audio you want, the language you want, install the game. It's like, I don't need any of this other bloat in the install because I'm not using it. I wish more game installers would at least let you do that. I know it wouldn't really trim that much, but when we're talking about like 400 gig games now, it's like I will trim any bit I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like when most games are now getting, at least the AAA games are getting up to that level. It's like, yeah, we're just going to take up more space because it's a bigger game that we didn't optimize because we fired QA. Don't say anything about it. That's the main thing. Like, the loss of QA is the reason we just see ballooning of this shit.
I don't think that's true.
I believe
you're going to have to justify that one to me. How do you blame increased file size on no QA?
Because no one's optimizing. Like, essentially, with QA going back, it's like, guys, this runs like shit. Fix it. That it becomes an optimization target. They don't have that anymore, then no one catches it. So therefore, bigger thing goes through.
I guess, kind of. I don't think it's as necessarily a valid argument with something like GTA. Just because, like, by sheer volume, that one's just gonna be fucking huge. I definitely think optimization is God, the amount of times I bitch about Ubisoft's inability to optimize anything. But I don't know how much that trims down overall size on the actual end product. Because that seems more like an engine optimization thing. Like, you can only get so many polygons on a screen. Budget better. And I know additional detail, it does equal increased file size. The one thing I learned from you guys doing your animation course. But I don't know how on something like as massive as something like GTA that would necessarily decrease that much file size. But then again, I could be completely wrong, and there's a billion NPCs. They shaved fucking half a fucking skeletal model off, and it optimized the shit out of it. Now that's why it's 400 gig instead of 800.
That's the thing. As an animator, you really have to whip animators not to put so many fucking polygons in. Because the brain goes, no, I must make it look pretty. And then you need someone with a rolled up newspaper. It's like, no, you're breaking the system. And just belt you over the head. And then suddenly everything runs again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I definitely think a lot of... there's many games that definitely have like too many additional features or Baroque created parts that it's like, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Every one of these vases in this room didn't need its own art pattern. You could have just done a generic one because no one cares.
No one will look close enough. My favorite is like, why are we rendering the inside of the vase, guys? Like, just in case they look, fuck them. Put a black hole. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It breaks it breaks the illusion. Like, go away. I'm not that obsessed with your vase.
Put something in the vase, and now no one can even see in it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it looks more interesting than just being able to see the inside.
Just put a straight texture over the top of full of dirt or whatever. Put a fucking lid on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah. Hell, even a couple of 2D flowers would fucking do.
Yeah.
Again, it's a pot in the background of a shot. It doesn't need to be as baroque as it is.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching a thing that were talking about level design and the way that you need to be able to build in stages. So that, like, if the game's not running, you can go back a layer and go, okay, so we have this room with all of these individual brick textures. Okay, what's our layer down from that? Well, now it's made out of large blocks, so we've just halved the amount of individual bricks we were trying to render. Which I thought was very interesting, so we're talking about how, like, you've got a bookcase for the fireplace. Well, does there need to be a fire in that fireplace, or is this fine without it? Is the bookcase necessary, or would a single shelf suffice? And they were just talking about how, like, there's ways that you learn to trim down content.
Yeah.
As you say, if you leave a bunch of animators with unlimited budgets, they'll baroque everything.
Oh, even without the unlimited budget, if you just leave them alone for too long, it's just, I made a new short! Work on the thing I gave you, guy. But, yeah.
I mean, I did, but I also made more shorts.
That bookshelf in the broom closet that no one will ever open the door to does not need to have individual fucking pages.
Yeah. The amount of fights that I used
A
to have to
bucket
listen
will do.
to during the final project of our quantum year. Because one guy he was an artist, but would never do the work he was told to do. And you would just hear the project manager for that group. It's like, why are you doing this? What, this is not what I told you to do. It's like, yeah, but I thought this would be better. I'm like, buddy, no.
Yeah.
God, that was a funny time. Stressful, but funny.
Yeah, that final group project was kind of nuts. I was ass deep in code, so
our code didn't even work.
I didn't interact with the art guys.
Yeah,
I was on the website of it, but I was doing the back end coding for our static and our OOP website.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
Yeah, our
sorry, I cut you off.
Coder decided to put it in Dark Basic. So,
oh fuck!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So
that is a prototyping language at best.
Like, yeah, he was obsessed with it. So, I mean,
because
it worked
probably the only one he'd
before
actually learned.
We went into the final review, but then apparently he changed something and didn't save increment, and then nothing worked.
Oh,
so that was gross.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad. I guess we should probably talk about the things that happened in the world around us.
I don't know. Well, my feed's been mostly dominated by Sony taking L after L after L. Like, they fired 400 people from Bungie.
Yeah.
Now, most of that was from the Destiny team. We all knew that was going to happen. The minute they were like, we're done, it's like that team is getting axed.
Yeah.
Most of them were from that. But some of them were from the Marathon team. The thing they're putting all of their bets on. And the small team that was supposed to be the liaison between Sony and Bungie that Sony installed at Bungie got fired.
Oh, God. And
this
was it
isn't
the guys
the left
who were
hand does
right
what the
now.
right hand's doing. This is the left hand cut the
Yeah.
right hand off, then blame the right hand for falling on the ground.
Pretty much.
Yeah, this definitely feels like the opening stages of Sony cutting their losses and just being like, "Yep, we're done with this.
Yeah.
We're not funding you."
It's very weird. There was also another thing. The group who were working on a Star Wars game, I think it's a first-person shooter or something. It's in one of the chats, but it popped up saying, "Yeah, we can't finish this. We've had so
Oh, that
so
was
understaffed."
Star Wars Eclipse.
Yeah. Because, yeah, we're so understaffed. We're not going to be able to finish this, like, at all.
And they're about to get more layoffs. I think I've actually got the article. Oh, yeah, here it is. Literally cannot finish the game in the studio. They're looking to lay off another 115 employees.
Jesus.
And yeah, they're saying, yeah, we don't have the staff to ever finish this fucking game, which is annoying because while Quantic Dream's games can be very inconsistent, I would never say they're not stylish.
Yeah.
And we've had those couple of reveals we had, oddly enough, when the fuck did this thing... revealed back in 2021 was when this game first got talked about. It looked pretty sick. It looked very Quantum Dreams in a Star Wars setting. And it's just like, okay, cool. Let's have it. Let's see what you got. And yeah, now it sounds like we're never gonna see what they got.
Yeah. So they've just been slowly bleeding those guys over years of like people, and like, you don't need this many, right? Just cut a few more off, it'll be fine. Line must go up.
Yeah, pretty much.
What else has been happening?
Yeah.
There was like another gaming one that popped up. I just can't quite remember it.
Well, there's the thing where there's an odd gaming thing that I think is absolutely like, what the fuck? Which is Hasbro is trying to get kids to sign over their voices for AI purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for fucking Peppa Pig.
The Peppa Pig thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Fucking Hasbro.
Hasbro bought the licensing to the cartoon Peppa Pig. And they want the children who do the voices of those characters to sign their voices over for AI training.
Yeah. And they've basically been told, no, go fuck yourself. Well,
I don't think they've been told no by those people, but yeah, a lot of people have started writing, letters and trying to make like everyone aware, like, look, they're trying to fucking do this to children, like, what the fuck? Because if you're not tech savvy enough to know what's going to happen, as a parent, you can't make an informed decision for the child, and of course the child can't make an informed decision.
Yeah.
So it's a real sort of like, you either know what's about to happen, or you're about to make a really big mistake.
Pretty much. Like, it's very bad. It's also just one of the few times where the someone think of the children argument is actually pretty valid. Like, oh, look, it's being used the right thing this time. As opposed to just taking away civil liberties. But, fun times. Oh, Lordy. What else we got?
That's something that I don't think is actually going to end up going anywhere, but it's kind of interesting that someone's trying. There's a class action suit against the 3 largest RAM manufacturers to essentially say that they basically price fixed.
Yeah.
The problem is there's no actual tangible proof of it.
Yeah.
Outside of these lines kind of line up. They haven't got actual, like, a smoking gun or anything. So it's like, I don't think it's gonna really go anywhere because they don't have that substantive component. They've just got a lot of things started to slow down, and then you guys started stopping, and then you guys started making massive profits. Did you guys collude?
Yeah.
Did you guys rig the market again? Oh, you. But, like, I think it might be enough evidence or enough of a correlation for them to investigate further, and they might find something. But on its own, as it is, no, it's not going anywhere.
With the kind of lawyers that I'm sure those companies have, or if they don't, will now be able to afford, it'll get killed.
But,
yeah.
Hey, we can't even...
They needed to walk in with...
We can't even do Coles and Woolies for fucking collusion. You really think we're going to do much for these fuckers?
I mean, this isn't our court, this is the United States. Yeah.
So it's like, easy
you're right.
for corrupt people. Excellent.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like, they're going to be able to pay for the lawyers to just be like, yeah, nah, you don't have the gun already in your hand. You're basically suing to try and find it.
Yeah,
we're not going to let you do that.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, because that shit's fucked.
Like, power to them for giving it a go. I'm not saying they shouldn't try, but I just don't think it's going to work. You needed to already have the evidence, at least a reasonable amount, before you did this. because they're not going to let you go finding.
Yeah.
There's that kind of fun story about Mexican Batman.
I do like that this is a thing. It's not great, but at the same time, it is fucking hilarious.
There's been
He's
a
mostly
few
talking,
stories
like,
like
bike-
that coming
So-
out of Mexico recently.
So essentially what happened is the unknown person in Mexico basically got sick of people stealing people's motorbikes. And now what he does is he stops them stealing the bike and then duct tapes the shit out of them to a light post and then leaves them there.
Yeah.
Normally with the bike, they'll try
He's
to
a
steal on
little-
display next to them.
Oh yeah, and he'll and I think he like writes thief on them too.
Yeah. Writes on their faces. Which I love.
Yeah. I mean, he is kind of a little more of a duct tape Spider-Man than a Batman, but fucking whatever, man.
But
He's
there-
frat,
there
man.
was
He's
also,
doing frat boy
there's-
tactics.
There's also a couple who caught two people that were trying to break into their house, and they duct taped, like, fully mummified them in duct tape and made them look like Teletubbies. Like, that's just fucking hilarious.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, apparently this guy just got sick of his area being unsafe and decided to do something about it with packing tape.
Yeah. Reminds me of
And
the...
I fucking love that.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking amazing. It's, you know, he's gonna get in trouble because the cops are apparently, like, very annoyed he's doing their job, so he's gonna cop some shit there. But it reminds me of that guy who was I think he was like a crossing guard or something, overseas, like, I think it was in Thailand. But he got sick of all the people on the bikes, like, revving up and taking over the line and blocking the crossing, so he started beating them with a plastic bat. Like, just leaping on the back and they're like, fucking just smack them on the helmet.
Yeah, I know that one. I'm not personally, I'm not convinced it's real.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I'm not sure if
Um,
this is staged or if it's just not. Because someone would have dicked him by now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They're too compliant.
Yeah.
Like, he hits them and they immediately do what he says. No one's like, fuck you, and tries to deck him back.
Mm.
So it's like, I don't know how real this is. It's funny, don't get me wrong. Watching this
Yeah.
dude fucking leap onto someone's bike and start fucking going Donkey Kong on them with the
Going
fucking bat
ham.
is really good. It's fun for shorts. That's why I'm like, I don't know how much this is gonna actually, how real it is, and not just for the gram.
Yeah. It's getting hard to tell now because everyone's doing weird shit, trying to make some money by making content.
As we sit here making content.
Yeah, but we're not making money.
But when-
This is the
yeah.
difference, right?
Yeah, we're doing it for the love of the game. Please pay us.
So, yeah, but we're shit at it, so we don't get paid. There's a difference. We're still indie. But no.
Yeah,
We're below
see,
it.
we're not doing it for the love of the game because we're openly bribable. Like, give me money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say everything nice about what product you've got. Don't fucking at me with all these fucking, Look, I can guarantee you if they paid us, I would read the fucking Squarespace ad read.
Yeah.
But
a little
my
piece of
soul
you would die
to
inside.
do it.
Like, yeah. Especially if it was Squarespace for you.
Because-
Like, you fucking hate those guys.
Yeah.
Would you do a Raid Shadow
I
Legends?
just hate it because they...
Oh, God.
I would prefer Raid Shadow Legends over Squarespace.
Yeah.
Because for me, Squarespace killed the industry I went to uni for. So to me, it's personally offensive as a company because of what they did to the industry I spent so much time trying to get into. And they auto-generate code. They don't really edit their code base. You're locked into their system. There's plenty of things to not like about their service.
It's very cookie cutter.
If you legitimately can't get someone to make a website for you, fine, use it, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to hate on you as a person. I just hate the company. But if they paid, I'd read it.
Yeah.
But I'd be dying a little inside.
What we're saying is Seth would read it while we poke fun at it relentlessly.
Seth will read it while we sit there and heckle.
It's the kind of thing where it'd be like, what is the wording of how this has to go? Like, am I only have to be positive about the brand while I'm doing the ad read? Because I'll blow all the smoke ever up your ass if that's the case. But if it was something like that, it'd be like, here's the end of the Squarespace read. Now, don't use their fucking service. Find a guy who knows how to do this and pay him. Dude,
I think I may have
do I
dropped.
have other people?
Can you
Yeah,
hear
I'm still here. It's just real staticky.
Yeah. Oh, it keeps dropping in and out. Man, the internet is really testing us today.
Oh, yeah.
And this is why we do local separate recording.
Yay! This means that you guys get to hear us.
It
being
does
very
result in
confused. Because there was a portion in where you were talking there, Seth, where I just heard garbled noise, and then I'll blow smoke up your ass, and then it goes straight back into garbled. Just trying very hard not to laugh.
There was one of the earlier things when you were talking where I don't actually know what you were saying. I just sort of context clued it from the couple of this thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I think I got that. I didn't actually hear it though.
Smile and nod, boys. Oh god.
Pretty much. So something I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about with John Doe.
Yes.
So I've gotten pretty deep into the Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff.
Yes.
I think I'm up to book 6 as of today.
Yeah.
I'm only on book 3.
I'm getting kind of fatigued with it.
Fair enough. I'm
lot of it
sort
lucky.
of lucky,
Only because
not really lucky in that I've had to wait for the books to come out from like the fourth one. So I've had that gap in between. I can completely understand getting like, holy shit, like there's so much going on, and I completely understand the fatigue.
I think it's because and I understand that this is kind of a function of the actual design of the book series, so I can't be super mad about it. I knew what I was getting into. But it's the fact that every floor is different.
Yeah.
And not just like a little bit different, like whole rule set and game mode different. So you never quite get to settle. It's like, cool, we've moved on to the next challenge. Cool, that means we've got to set up what the floor is, how it works, all the rules, how we're going to break those rules, how it's going to respond to us breaking those rules, and how we ultimately solve the entire floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a lot to constantly have to learn a whole new one every level. Like, I remember when they first skipped level 7, I was like, oh, I don't know how much I want them to skip a level. And then after they finished level 8, it's just like, God, can we fucking stop? And then they just got to level 9, which is the faction wars, and that's got so much complexity to it.
Yeah. You'd be pleased to know that after faction wars, the next floor is a lot more straightforward.
Nice.
But
I don't think the next major floor is until floor 12.
I think, was it book 7 or book 8? Yeah, book 8 just came out. And he said that book 9 will be part 1 and part 2, and that'll be the end of it.
Cool.
So,
awesome! A book series that's finishing! I love that!
So he actually, he said, like, I was watching an interview he did for some fucking thing, and he said he doesn't know what a book's gonna be when he starts writing it. It just, as he goes through, in his head, he has a way to kill every character in every scene, and he just works out who he wants to be in the next scene, and that's who survives, and he continues that way.
Well, that is actually one of the things that is the other thing that's kind of fatiguing reading so many of these back to back. Like, almost no plan works.
Yeah.
Now, I know that sounds kind of weird to be annoyed about, but when it's like, they can have the most complex, thought-out plan, and it's like, it will not execute.
No.
It will fuck
Something
up every
will go
fucking
wrong.
time.
So, yeah. So I'm curious. He said book 9 will be the end, but he's got 2 books left. So apparently it's a whole thing for part A, which he said he's planning on ending on a shitty cliffhanger so he can do the last book of it. But it'll be one last thing, and that's it.
Nice.
So
Well, if they punch through the next couple of floor, like if they punch through floor 10 and 11 pretty quick, I do kind of like that he isn't like tied to the like flora book thing.
yeah.
Well, I feel like that was one of the things that sort of started to hurt 10 Realms.
Book 8 is, I think it's 10 and it just starts on 11. Floor 10, it just starts on 11.
Yeah.
And then 11 is going to be a really short thing before it gets into 12.
Well, because 12 is the Ascendancy competition,
Yeah.
which is the battle between the gods to take the godly throne. Which is where I figured the next major bit of plot would happen, because there's a couple of like serious players that are already seeded to be part of that. So I'm kind of curious about that. I will admit, I do like the fact that he is willing to wait multiple books to have something be relevant.
Yeah, or have something pay off, or or to call back.
Well, yeah. Like I mean, like he gets the yam like ages before it's relevant to the story, and I like that. I like the idea that like, yeah, this thing exists for a later purpose, and I'm not gonna keep bringing it up until we actually want to use it again.
Yeah, you almost forget about it until he goes, oh yeah, I've got this thing that I picked up fucking ages ago, and this is what we're doing now.
Well, it feels more real as a reader to be like have forgotten it when the actual character's like, there's something, I've got to have something. God, there's something in my inventory.
Yeah.
And they're stressed out too because they've forgotten about it. And then it feels like we both rediscover it at the same time. I will definitely praise him for his ability to do that. That is something that so few authors I find do, especially when they've got a long-running book series.
Yeah.
They want to have they check off gun it too quickly. They're like, oh, if I brought it up in this book, I have to use it. It has to happen in this book. No. If you've got a series planned, you can have those things be introduced early and then bring them up later.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best ones that I think was just as surprising for me, because it took me a hot second to remember, was when he runs into living crawlers who worked on the cookbook.
Yeah.
Because I'd forgotten their names. And it's like, it says their names every time it quotes someone from the cookbook. So it's like, you've heard these names. You know who they are. You just needed to put the two pieces together. These are the people from the book. It's like, that was, for me, that just worked so well as a reveal, because it was like, who are these people? Oh, fuck!
Yeah. Yeah,
well, there's like 18 levels to the dungeon, right?
15?
In reality, there's a lot more. There's only a certain number that get used each season. But all the other levels that aren't being used are still there.
Oh, fair enough.
I honestly can't remember how deep it's supposed to be, because they only ever talk about levels 6, 9, and 12.
Yeah, because they're the primary things change levels.
The big overarching storyline that doesn't need the crawlers.
Yeah.
But the crawlers can fuck it up, which is more fun.
Yeah, it might be 18. I can't remember off the top of my head. Like I said, they don't talk about anything lower than level 12, because that's the Ascendancy competition. So there could be more. I mean, it's been ages since they've actually talked about the totality of the dungeon. I mean, like, I'm still enjoying the book series. It's just getting a little, like, so much info so off. Because I've been back-to-backing these books, like, every day at work. While I've been driving the truck. So I've chewed through a lot of them very quickly.
I'm genuinely
glad there's only,
them.
one more available.
I was a little nervous. Like, I enjoyed them straight out, but it took me a little while to get used to Donut. It annoyed the hell out of me whenever she's fucking yelling in chat. And the AI
did grow on me like as you said, a fungus.
Well, it's very much the character, the personality of who it is.
Yeah.
But when at first I was like, oh my god, it fucking annoys me. But then you grow the character. But the AI was just straight out claptrap, and that was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this, but then it grew on me as well. So
it changed a bit. I found it started off very claptrappy, but then rounded out, so it wasn't as static.
But as it broke more and more,
It's really weird.
Yeah.
I kind of warmed up to Donut really quickly because they did that scene where early on where she's like, I'm putting on a face, this is who I am, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna work on it. And the minute they did that, it was like, oh, okay, they're gonna work on the character. Okay, I can forgive now because you've already acknowledged that this character is wicked annoying.
Yeah.
And I don't like her. And I really think it's like the worst implementation you could have done of the aloof cat.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, we've already acknowledged that, and the character is going to change.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I can forgive the rough edges of the stone. I kind of just realized we've done Book Week before Book Week.
A little bit. We've all finished the book. We might as well at this point. Because I'm in the Iron Tangle at the moment. As they...
Ooh, good section.
Yeah, they've just run into the Tor, the Man Tor. And,
Mantar.
I love the series. It's great fun. I did.
It's very creative.
Oh yeah, definitely. Took me a while to get used to Donut's voice that he uses for it, and the personality, but that did eventually work really well. The thing that makes me like both giggle and cringe is any time feet are mentioned by the AI.
Yeah. Yep. The AI being gross about feet.
Yeah. I love that they mention at some points like things like the AI has a different personality each time. It's got some quirks to it.
But the fact that they explain
by the end of
this thing is broke. It's been used too many times. It should have gone to the scrap heap. But when you get one more game out of it, and one game too many.
Yeah.
I won't spoil what causes this to happen because you're in the book where it happens, but we do find out that the AI has a thing for feet, for things being stuck in orifices, and vor.
Yeah.
Oh man, Carl's gonna have a bad day. Like the weird
thing
gets
a few spicy boxes.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where I because I've been listening to them like when gaming, I have found myself numerous times not playing the game I had loaded up and just listening to that book. It's very fun. And the characters are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like, can't complain so far. Like, they have a raptor for fuck's
really
sake.
the only book Yeah. He's a real raptor too. He's got feathers. Like the book I'm on to, where they finally got to Faction Wars, is the first time where I've been kind of pulled out of it, just because there's so much they need you to understand about how Faction Wars works.
Yeah.
And it's just info dump, info dump, info dump, info dump, info dump, and I get it, because they can't start doing stuff until everybody understands what they're doing.
Yeah.
But like a little bit of me wishes he could have made it a bit simpler, so that it would be less of that, and they could just get on with the story.
Or at least
instead
like,
of
introduce
here's how
it.
all the factions run.
Yeah, introduce a few more factions, because so far he's mentioned the Skull guys and the one that Donut has to murder, the Sultanate, full of Naga.
Yeah.
But they're the only ones like they've really mentioned so far. As the factions.
They don't really talk about they don't really start getting into Faction Wars until the book before the one I'm reading, because they're getting ready to do Faction Wars next. So that's when they really start talking to you about like all the other factions that are in Faction Wars and some of the basic mechanics. But yeah, once they get into it, and like it's hard to be super annoyed about it, because if I was in this book, I would want this info dump.
Yeah.
I would want to fully understand what's going on. So the idea that Carl and Donut are just standing around getting info dumped on all this stuff, it makes complete in-book canonical sense. It's just, God, it's a lot of information and not enough of something happening that's interesting.
Yeah.
But, like, with that whole thing of the NPCs and the people from the outside that are in the bodies of gods or within the game that have been invincible for so long, just the whole setup of like how much they could fuck with the game and how much it's all turned on them. Like, holy shit, this whole thing is crumbling, and I love it so much.
Oh yeah. The more and more they go into it, and the more and more they find the corners that they can push to break it, it's like, oh, this like the creativity in the writing has never gone down.
Yeah.
I may enjoy certain sections more than others. I do find his characterization of Carl seems to have changed an awful lot across the books. At the start, they seem to have really wanted to lean into more of a, he left his childish, nerdy hobbies at home when he went to the military, and now he's a big macho military guy. And then later on, you find out that, like, no, he's a fucking COD nerd.
Yeah.
He, Donut suggests somewhere in there, that he's played a card game before, and it's heavily implied to be Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. He mentions D&D a couple of times.
Yeah. Like, the more and more it seems like, oh, I wanted, like, this character seems to be resonating with nerds, so I'm gonna write him more as a nerd. But right at the start, he seems to want to reject the idea that his character's a nerd.
Yeah. A little bit.
It's, like, that's just sort of, like, background dressing characterization. Like, he hasn't actually, like, had a major personality shift or anything.
Well, it's more fleshing out. It's
kind of...
Yeah.
But it's fleshing out away from the initial vibe I got from the character. It's just like, that's weird. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you get when you write a book over multiple books, years, that kind of thing, and your character slowly transforms to something more like what you wanted. And this book series supports it a lot more than, say, something like Jon Snow suddenly realizing that he really liked playing dice halfway through the series for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Like, with what you were saying before about being able to, like, hold off on things and explain them in later books, like, for a big reveal, have they paid off the chick with the shopping cart yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because, like, it's been a couple of books, and that's not been mentioned in a while. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it was a thing I was very interested in.
Until it happens.
Okay.
Yeah. The book I'm up to is basically where, I think it's like the end of the previous book and this book is where they're really dealing with
Yeah.
the girl, the whole thing around the girl with the shopping cart.
Because I was sitting there for a while, like, go back. Like, why would you dangle this fruit in front of me and then run away? How dare you?
Yeah. And he mentions her a bunch of times at the start and sort of goes quiet, and then every now and then goes, hey guys, remember that's a thing.
Yeah.
And then just sort of leaves it alone again.
Yeah, because there's only like 2 people left of that group, apart from her. There's like the old lady with dementia who's become the frost elemental, and one of the carers who's become a butterfly lady. It's like, that's fun.
Yes. Yeah. And she's a great character too.
Oh, and the guy who doesn't talk much is a rock monster.
Yes.
There's a few characters that I don't know when they're reveals of, like, the background stories of each of the characters, so I really don't want to say about some of the people that are within the world, but some are, like, fucked up. But
I'm assuming the little girl with the 2 dogs is going to be a very fucked up backstory.
Yeah, I haven't found out the final part of that yet. They dealt with her a bunch on the previous level. But I haven't actually gotten the concrete answer to what's happening there.
You will.
I've gotten with no context, I've gotten to the understanding that there's something kind of illegal about how she's been made, and it has something to do with a dog. But I don't know anything else about it than that yet. That's as close as I've gotten.
Nice.
I'm hoping it might show up a little more during the Faction Wars stuff, because she's going to be very relevant since she's one of the most powerful crawlers.
By the end of that, you'll have an understanding of what the goal of her is and what goes on there.
I figured.
Fair enough.
But
yeah, good series.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, really good. We would recommend.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a reason why it's one of the big lit RPGs out there.
Yeah.
Although, would suggest if you can, go get it from Soundbird Theatre, not Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purely because they did a full audio cast version of Dungeon Crawler Carl with sound effects that you can only get at Soundbooth Theatre.
Yeah.
You can't get the what do they call them? can't remember what they call their special edition one. You can only get the normal one on Audible. And I'm not saying that one's a bad one. It's really good. But if you want that extra level of immersion, get it on Soundbooth.
At least for that first one, absolutely.
I will admit, I actually really love the way they do all those like weirdly diegetic ads at the end.
They are pretty fun.
Yeah, and, like they're all different. They never repeat one.
Oh, nice.
So every book gets its own one, usually related to... Actually, they tease something that happened in the book in an ad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, they teased the robot donut as an ad bit, and then it turns up in, like, the next book.
Nice. Oh,
which I just thought was just a fun continuity thing.
Yeah. They're up to Season 3 for Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is the book I'm on. So mind the gap.
Well, there you go. They'll come out slower on there, but they're going to have all this extra sound effects, and they've got a bigger cast of voice actors to do all the stuff. So it's like, if you want the maximal experience, there you go. But again, that's not to say the one on Audible is bad. The dude doing the narration on that one is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to be looking for more of his narrated books just to see what's out there.
He live streams his narration
like
of parts of it, and he's really fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so, if you want to get it, they're your two big options. Go to the actual guys who made the book and get their premium version, or you can get it off Amazon, but, fuck Amazon.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Despite the fact that that's where I'm buying them. Fuck Amazon.
We're already
really
in deep with the Amazon monster. You can save yourself.
If I had an option of actually getting any majority of my audiobooks anywhere else, I would. But stuck.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a monopoly or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, they would be considered a monopoly the same way Steam is a monopoly.
Yeah.
They're really not. You can buy these other places, but are you gonna?
Well, most of them you can't. Much like Steam. But
well, I mean, there's a reason every time I buy a book on Amazon, I download the audio book, strip the DRM off it, and dump it on my server.
Yeah.
It's like, I bought this, you don't get to take it away from me.
This is mine, you can't touch it.
Just like why I buy everything I can on God.
Yeah.
You gotta do the things to protect yourself in this digital age. Again, we're circling it back around. Jesus Christ, an episode that looped itself.
Done well.
The fact that Sony's willing to just take away, it's a digital game. Cool, that means they can rip it off their service anytime they want. I mean, hell, they've already ripped a bunch of movies off their service, and no one's getting compensated for that shit.
Yeah. These were ones that they were purchased. It wasn't like a rental thing.
Nope, they did. They had the exact same clause as video game purchase. You're buying a license key access. So once we remove it from our service, you just got a license key access to nothing. That's the digital thing. I know we've talked about how, it's been a thing for fucking years. Get over it. But, be angry about it, but just don't be surprised about it.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for a long time. If you didn't know, wake up. Hey, I just gave you your fucking red pill.
Yay. Take a handful.
Was it the red one that gets him out, or was it the blue one? I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched The Matrix.
That has been a while. No, it's red gets him out, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I just couldn't remember. It's been so long. It's wonderful franchise, but man,
that's why they got rid of all the
only
phone
reason, yeah, so we can't escape. The reason I remember is the most recent Matrix movie, which wasn't great, but wasn't horrible. Anytime they're in the Matrix, everything's got a blue thing to it. Like Neil Patrick Harris's glasses are blue, and that because it's meant to be they're still there. That's the only reason I remembered.
Okay. Yeah, so, it's been happening for ages, but, you can be mad about it. The fact that they're taking stuff away from you, be mad.
Yeah.
Just don't be surprised. Hold them to account for all the times they did this, not just now. Yeah. Again, people are getting really shitty because the GTA game, the physical copy, will just have a download code in it, bitch. That's been a thing for decades.
Yeah.
Stop being surprised by this, start being angry about it.
Basically, there are so many games that I've opened, and it's just a download key for Steam. That was
at least back when in the old days you got a good steelbook out.
Yeah.
Like, I've got one of the Dawn of War games I have. It came in a steelbook and it just had a download code on a piece of paper inside it. But the steelbook's really nice. The image is good. The way it's been made's nice. It's a cool thing to stick on a shelf. Now, like, it's gonna be like a postage stamp size fucking capture that you scan now. And sorry, not now. It's what I will expect them to do.
Yeah.
Is you'll just have to point it at the fucking camera in your TV and scan a capture to get your game. They're gonna minimize the amount of packaging they have to make to give you that code.
But they'll still charge the same amount.
The smallest piece of paper they can give that'll have a picture of the game and a code.
Yeah. And I'll still charge you $100.
Oh, guaranteed. They don't have any of the cost of packaging, shipping, or anything like that. All the marketing's online because they've pulled out of fucking most magazines now. Yeah, but the costs will stay the same or go up.
It's free real estate.
People keep paying, which means they keep going. Well, as long as they'll keep paying, we'll keep charging it.
Yeah. That's why I get annoyed with, like, most gamer, like, groups. It's always this thing of, like, oh, yeah, no, we're going to boycott this, and they immediately cave a week in. I had to get it. All my friends had it. It's like, guys.
The Modern Warfare 2 one's the best one.
Yeah. That was fucking funny.
I gotta boycott this game. Entire fucking Steam group was playing it day one.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That one was dumb.
Gotta put your money where your mouth is, guys.
I haven't bought any Blizzard products since they did the stupid thing.
Yeah.
Ever since the Cosby thing, I haven't bought anything from Blizzard.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Because, fuck them.
I mean, I played Diablo 4 for a bit. That's only because it was free on Game Pass.
Oh, no, fuck. I'd tell a lie. I did buy D4.
Me too.
I forgot about it because it's such a forgetful... It has no staying power in my memory.
Yeah.
This fucking Diablo 4.
To me, it was like a wallpaper
I completely
game.
forgot I paid for it.
Yeah, like, to me, it was just like, I was playing it, and it's like, alright, this is fine, but this is basically just an interactive wallpaper. I'm gonna put something else on. It was made to be second screen.
Like, that's the thing, though. I find, like, a lot of ARPGs are like that. But they can at least be engaging enough that I remember I played them.
Yeah.
And I played some dog shit ones. And I still remember they exist. I cannot believe I just forgot that I even played Diablo 4.
No, you hadn't forgotten.
I didn't think it
repressed
left
it.
that little of a mark.
Squished it down to forget it forever.
I mean, I remember playing Darkstone, damn it. And that game is old as shit. But I couldn't remember a big budget game that I played like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's actually what I'm looking forward to with the Steam Machine, being able to sit in the lounge room while my partner watches TV and go through some of those games that are just sitting in my fucking catalog.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, before we finish up, did you see the Steam Machine? Was it the Companion Cube guys?
Oh, the D-brand thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so hilarious.
God, it was funny. They just started making basically a cover for your Steam Machine just as a companion cube.
A vinyl thing.
The thing you need to know is D-brand. This is what D-brand does.
Yeah.
All D-brand does is essentially make cases for other stuff. And because the Steam Machine was coming out, and it's the companion cube, D-brand did its thing.
Yeah.
They went as far as to pay for ad slots with YouTubers.
Yeah.
To get advertisement out for this thing. And then got a cease and desist from Valve because they didn't have the license.
They hadn't even tried to get the license from what I can see. They're like, oh yeah, we just figured we'd make it and then we would ask for the license. Like, that's not how this works, guys. The fuck are you thinking?
It only works that way if you make it and then take it to Valve and go, we want to make this. That's the only way that works.
There was a point that this could have worked, which was when they had the initial thing of would people be interested in this? And they got a massive response. That's when you go to Steam going, hey guys, there is a market here. Collab.
It makes me wonder if there isn't going to be a in the future a version of the Steam machine that comes with that fucking label. Like if they already had a plan to do that at some point.
Oh, I have no doubt. Like the front of it is built to be like switched out pretty quick and everything. So 3D printing
maybe?
already looking.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like Steam has, like Valve has had a long track record of working with third-party creators making stuff using their properties, so long as they ask first.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty good.
Or assuming that what you're putting out is free. Like there was the Black Mesa mod, the Half-Life Black Mesa you can buy on Steam was originally a mod that Valve then officially endorsed and allowed to be sold on Steam. Despite the fact that it's not made by Valve, it's just made by fans in the Source engine. So Valve's like one of the better groups to work with third-party companies to make stuff. This company just... And it's weird, because D-Brand's not some little company. They're a big business. They make a lot of money. How they couldn't see that this was a bad move, I don't know.
I can only assume they just thought that Valve wasn't going to do anything. It's like, why would they not protect their IP, man?
Yeah. I'm especially something as iconic as the companion cube.
I'm genuinely surprised that Valve didn't ship one of these fucking versions of this console with a vinyl fucking wrap of the companion cube. I'm surprised they didn't already fucking do it. Instead of a walnut or red felt, whatever the fuck it is. Like, I don't know who that's meant to be for, but it would have probably been the first thing that I fucking throw out. But if they release it with a companion cube face and a fucking wrap, magic.
Look, give it a week after it's released, and there'll be a 3D print for it that I'll have.
Yeah.
I will buy the hell out of that.
And companies are already, hell, D-Brand started, before they did this whole companion cube debacle, they'd already made faceplates.
Yeah.
They were planning to be first at market with officially made faceplates for, not officially made, these are pre-made. We've already designed them. We've done all the legwork. These are plates for your Steam machine.
Yeah.
So they were planning to do that, way ahead of time, and then this fucking happened. I don't know how much of a hit they've taken, publicly, but, man, that's got to be a black eye and a half.
Oh, definitely. People are pissed. At least they're getting their, their refunds and everything. They're not being dicks about that.
That's good. I just heard that it had all happened, and it's just wow. For a company that's so well known to do something so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Then again, Bethesda tried to sell a shitty rum in a plastic container, so
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Well, we're out past now, so I think we'll wrap things up. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.